Rochester Lancers stretch this lead to 14-4 at the half. I'm Joe Giuliano along with Sean Somerville. We're at the Blue Cross Arena in downtown Rochester. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everyone out there listening and watching on the Lancers Broadcast Network. Well, Mauricio Salas, boy, has he been dangerous tonight. That powerful left foot, 3-point goals, 2 of them, and they all came on restart, so the Norfolk Sharks know what they got to look out for. The first one came early on. Sean, 54 seconds in, Mauricio Salas on a free kick gets his 14th of the season.
Well, I'm sure as a bunch of teams know by now, Mauricio Salas does have a very powerful left foot, and he takes that ball and just puts it into the upper left-hand corner of the goal. And it's just a great finish and a great 3-point goal by Mauricio Salas.
Showing some action from half number 1, and that was Schmidt's first goal ever for the Norfolk Sharks as they just kept pestering the Lancers net, finally able to put one in for the Sharks as they were close like they were last week against the Baltimore Blast, but Sean, they seem to kind of fall apart at key points of the game.
Yeah, and I mean, it was a very close game as we were talking about earlier, 5-4, and the last 5 minutes of the second quarter, they scored a bunch of goals, the Lancers did, and it kind of broke away with it.
And speaking of breaking away, Salas kissing that very talented left leg as he scored that first goal at 54 seconds in. Then a former Rhino will score for the Norfolk Sharks to make it 3-2. It's Matthew Delicott. It's a good turn. As soon as he got Martinez going the other way, you knew he was going to have some good luck there.
Yeah, and as soon as he turned, it's unfortunate for Hannigan, a deflection off of Martinez. And what a good goal by Delicott.
So for Delicott, his 6th of the year, the deflection, hey, it always helps. It all counts as they go into the back of the net. 10:54. Becerra will score his 3rd of the year. And the man that Sean is wondering why they call him the Big Smooth gets the assist.
Yeah, and Andrew Hoxie, Big Smooth, you know, does a nice job of just tapping the ball off the boards and straight to Nelson Becerra for the cleanup goal, and it's executed well.
Then the Norfolk Sharks just trying to stay close here on the far side early in the second quarter. 1:48 is the time of the goal. Andrew Marshall, who plays his outdoor soccer with the City Islanders, gets the assist. And Schmidt, it's not the prettiest of goals, but again, as we said earlier, they all count when they go in the back of the net.
Yeah, and you know, any goal is a good goal in soccer, especially indoor. With the walls and everything coming off.
The Lancers coming on the power play at 9:36. Doug Miller gets his 6th of the year. And that's a tough angle, but he finds the back of the net with that one.
Yeah, and it's great that the Lancers are converting on the power play, and Doug Miller does a great job to slot that ball in the far left-hand corner of the goal.
Martinez look at the assist there. And Mauricio Salas on the free kicks. He's not done yet. He's got a 2-man wall. He kind of sizes it up. He looks at it just outside the arc, and boom time.
Yeah, and Mauricio Salas, another 3-point goal. You know, he's on fire tonight, but he does a great job of curling the ball around the wall, and Lieberman didn't really have any answer for it.
And that flurry of activity continues for the Lancers here. Boughton gets it off the boards. Hoxie is there for the rebound. He's got his 9th of the year, and you know what? As the games have gone by, Hoxie's gotten better.
Yeah, and I mean, Hoxie, he's starting to score a lot more and do what he was here for, and he does a great job of doing a give and go, and Andrew Hoxie has a great finish.
There's a late chance here for the Lancers. Miller cuts it to the left. Marshall gets a deflection on it. It's going into the net. They say Miller gets the goal, his 7th of the year, his 2nd of the game, and Knapp gets his 2nd assist.
Yeah, and Dougie does a great job to cut it in with his left foot and puts it right past the goalie.
So after 2 quarters of play, the Rochester Lancers have really blown this one open. It's 14-4. We'll come back with more on the Lancers Broadcast Network.
This is Ray Bon Bon Martinez. Merry Christmas, everybody. I love Rochester.
Dilo en español, dilo en español. Dile Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad para todas las personas de Rochester.
Ray Boom Boom Martinez, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, and whatever else. He owes you a big favor. for changing the flat tire. I'm sure that's something he's never seen before.
Yeah, like I said earlier, he had like 5 cans of Fix-A-Flat in his trunk, and it really, either he was prepared for it or it's happened before and he hasn't gotten it fixed. But no, he's a character. He's a great guy.
He is 1 in a million. There's no doubt about that. Well, it's 14-4 on the field. The Lancers lead the Norfolk Sharks, Sean. And, we talked about anything can happen. If you're in the Lancers locker room right now, what's going through the minds, and what's Billy Andracki telling the guys?
Well, Billy Andracki's telling the guys, hey, let's not get in over our heads. Yeah, we are up 10 points, but anything can happen in the indoor game. And like you've seen before, a lead can go or a lead can grow. And honestly, he's just telling them to stay composed and play the game that they can.
And for the Norfolk Sharks, they're 0-8. A team that's searching desperately for that first win. If you're John Hall, how do you keep the morale up in that locker room?
I mean, I know there are a bunch of great players on Norfolk Sharks, but I mean, for their coach, he's gonna have to say, keep digging. Anything can happen, and if they work hard, things will happen for them, and goals will come in the indoor game. And like we had before, it was 5-4 with the second quarter and 5 minutes left, and then boom, a huge lead by the Lancers, and anything can happen. So he's going to tell them to high pressure, and hopefully they can come away with a win.
Well, let's hope that tidal wave of activity continues in favor of the Rochester Lancers. All right, we'll take a break. It's 14-4 at the half. Rochester leads Norfolk. This is the Lancers Broadcast Network.